Wyatt Earp's decision to quit wearing a star and leave Dodge City provoked controversy which is still discussed to this day. Dodge City knew Marshal Earp as an honest peace officer who had helped change their town from a rowdy cow camp to a law-abiding small city. But the hoodlum element and some of their descendants used profanity in slandering Marshal Earp. Therefore, Dodge City's farewell to Wyatt was highly charged with emotion and suspense.
Stay here. Now rack those guns.
Yes, sir. Ain't you gonna arrest us?
No. You got lots of cause for celebrating. You go inside and yell and scream and laugh all you want to, but you rack your guns.
They ought to get a good pistol whipping.
No. They got a right to express their opinion of me if they want to. Just rack your guns. Now go on.
Thank you, Marshal.
What is this, Wyatt? I heard yelling and shooting.
These Texans seem to want to celebrate Wyatt's leaving town.
And Wyatt let him off. Should have busted their skulls.
Don't be soft. Arrest them, Wyatt.
No, sir. I don't want any trouble the last days of my job. Now, it'd be pretty small of me to throw those men into jail because they express an honest opinion of me. Doc, Morgan, you and Virgil stay out of the saloons. I don't want any fighting on my account. Morgan, you haven't gotten all the equipment together for our trip yet. You better hop to it.
Wyatt, I want to talk to you. This is serious.
Yes.
Why should anyone hate Wyatt? He's only done his job.
Well, no marshal ever won a popularity contest. Besides, Wyatt is a northerner in a town full of southerners, and the Civil War is not long over. You know, being from Georgia, it's a marvel I don't hate him myself.
They don't show any ordinary human gratitude. You could have killed 10 of them instead of just throwing them in jail. Why, do you realize in all the time you've been in Dodge, you only killed one man, and that by accident?
Yeah, well, one was too many.
Well, you're not leaving with a mere thank you. Judge Tobin and I have made up our minds to that.
No, wait a minute. I don't want a big fuss on anything. What's going on?
You'll find out. Come on in the store.
Oh.
And after prayers by Father Mahoney, why, I'll make my speech. Then Judge Tobin will present you with a testimonial plaque. You'll say a few words. We'll have the barbecue.
Wait a minute. Now, look, I thank you for all the kind words, but I don't want any testimonial.
Fush, that's just your modesty.
No, sir. It's just good common horse sense.
Indeed, now.
There are a lot of cowhands out there in those cow camps that don't like me. They might start trouble.
Disturbing the ceremony? I dare 'em. I'll turn out the GAR with guns as a guard of honor.
Well, you're going to have a big brawl, huh? With all those women and children around.
There'll be absolutely no disturbance.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but...
I want you to go and talk to the judge, Wyatt. Don't make any decision until you've listened to the judge.
All right.
He's waiting for you in the office. I had a hunch I'd have trouble with you. Of all the difficult, stubborn, hard-headed... I take it back. You're a fine young man. God love you.
And you're the best, Mary Kelly. I'll go see the judge. Well, I got a lot of friends in this town, Judge Tobin. I got a lot of enemies, too. A lot of them. I know it sounds ungracious, but I just don't think a testimonial is wise. I'm very grateful to you and Mayor Kelly and the rest of them, but I know that as soon as
No, Wyatt. You don't know. Now, sit down, will you, please?
Yes.
Dodge City owes you a great deal, but you owe Dodge City something, too. Now, Jim has hired Neil Brown to take your place as marshal.
Well, Neil's a very good man.
Yes, but he's no Wyatt Earp. He needs the assurance that the whole town's behind him, that Dodge City will not tolerate hoodlums. Now, how would it look if word got around that we want to give Marshal Earp the send-off he deserves, but we're afraid there'll be a riot?
Well,
I know you think we're selfish, and we are. But you and Jim and I have worked a long time to bring law and order to Dodge.
Yes, sir, we have.
One more thing, Wyatt, and I want you to believe this. He'll be leaving us with some wonderful memories.
Well, sir, I was thinking of one memory I'd like to forget. And that was the day I first rode into your Dodge City. It was curiosity that led me to visit its Boot Hill. And as I looked around, I thought of the men buried there, both good and bad, and wondered how I'd fare as the new marshal of this violent cow town. Well, as it turned out, that moment of curiosity was mighty fortunate for me.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Well, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella, Earp, made a big reputation in Wichita. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
It's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip. Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. And say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
I saw a man with a star. It must be Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp's in town. Hey, Wyatt Earp is here.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp? That's right. Take care of your friend. Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that. Go see the doc. Hold it! Go pick up your friends. Bushwhackers. Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Well, I found out there were. And the day Ned Buntline got himself into trouble and we found ourselves trapped, I was really scared.
Oh, no.
What is it? Get out on your faces, everybody!
There's nobody alive in there.
We'll make sure. Burn it down. I'll cover you.
Now's our chance. I think they're reloading. Mr. Buntline, here's where I use your gun.
Of course, they weren't all unpleasant memories, Judge. I'll never forget my meeting with Shotgun Gibbs a year or so ago in Wyoming. I've been grateful for it ever since. He became the best deputy I ever had. Mr. Gibbs was a solitary man who lived in outlaw country and was determined to be left alone. That's all he wanted, was just to be left alone. When I rode up to his spread that day and was roped into hearing his theories about a peaceable life, well, it didn't take him long to show me that when he said he was a peaceable man, he could darn well prove it.
Can you read?
Yeah, I can read, Mr. Gibbs.
Now, I'm a peaceable man. I love peace. Oh. But if I don't learn you, I'll have all creation a-riding in here. You any good with your fist?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. 'Cause I sure hate to whip a man who can't put up a decent fight.
Wouldn't you like to talk a little bit first?
Nope. You're too darn fancy. Stand still, will you?
All right.
You're too darn good with your fists.
Now, why don't you just agree to a little conversation, huh?
I come out here to get away from talk. You go put on your guns.
Where are yours?
I'm gonna fetch it right now.
Good.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gibbs did indeed fetch it. And as we went for our weapons, I was in for another surprise. I soon discovered the reason for his curious nickname.
Ain't you got a 45?
I like this. We'll shoot at my distance.
I'm taking unfair advantage, Mr. Gibbs. You can't do much damage at that distance with the shotgun.
You stay where you are. I raise my gun. You start a firing.
You've had enough, Mr. Gibbs. Look, you want peace? I'm a peace officer.
Hear me? I'm a United States Deputy Marshal.
Let me see that pistol you shot me with. "12-inch barrel.
It's a Buntline special. Hey, your shot almost blew my head off. What were you using?
It's a rifle slug, hand-loaded into a brass case. It's my own invention, but it takes a British Greener shotgun to handle it. You could have killed me, but you didn't do it. That makes me beholden to you.
Well, you'll have a chance to get even, Mr. Gibbs. Here.
And, Judge, I thought I was going to need Shotgun Gibbs the day the Bar Q boys turned out in Dodge, hoping to see me get beat up by Big Rance and his friends. Rance challenged me to a fight. His reputation with his fists had me worried, but, well, it was a challenge that could not be ignored without its effect. I didn't have much choice.
Your name, Rance?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah. Give us first, man.
Wyatt! Stop it! Stop it! What happened? Why is Wyatt fighting?
He had no choice.
You stop him! He's lost his mind! He'll put his eyes out! He'll blind him!
Can't stop a fight. Ranch won't, Rich.
Throw some water on it. You can take more of a beating than this.
No, Wyatt, please! You've whipped him!
Stay
Get
back,
up!
Sally. Keep her back.
He's had all he can take.
All right. Anybody else want some?
Yeah, I do. Driscolls can't whoop you. Us Rakels can.
No, Wyatt, don't fight anymore!
She's right. You're tired. Look, I either run this town or I don't. Come on, get up!
Well, when he finally did get up, he knew the Bar Q wasn't running Dodge City.
But remember, Wyatt, they all have more respect for the man wearing that star.
Maybe, but we shouldn't give him any excuse for a wild send-off.
Do you really mean that you'd leave Dodge without a fitting tribute to the work you've done? And let it be said that we're all scared of a few hoodlums?
I just haven't looked at it that way. Well, I guess I'll go through with it.
Ah, thank you, Wyatt.
Do me a big favor, will you?
Yes?
You try and persuade Mayor Kelly to limit his speech to a very, very, very short one.
Well, that'll be difficult. But I'll do my best.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Right, Wyatt.
Joe, it's good to see you.
Well,
Nice to see you. Good to see you.
Fine.
Been a long time. How are you? Almost time to commence and no sign of Wyatt.
He'll be here. He said he would.
We can delay a few minutes, Jim. And if he isn't here, you can use your long speech. Have you got it with you?
Have I? Right here. 20 minutes. And since our official guest of honor, Marshal Earp, has been detained on official business, I will ask Judge Tobin to show you the testimonial plaque we had made in Kansas City. I'm sure you will agree that the judge and I have spent your free will contributions wisely. Judge Tobin.
We decided on a silver star and an inscription plate mounted on a genuine mahogany shield. From the citizens of Dodge City to Marshal Wyatt Earp. At the risk of his life and facing many enemies, he gave us law and order.
And now, my friends, before I introduce the distinguished gentleman on the platform, I have an announcement to make. Here he comes now. Here he comes now. Look, there's the marshal. You're late, Wyatt. Come on up here, Wyatt.
Come on up here, Wyatt. You're to sit there by the testimonial plaque.
Thank you.
The barbecue is about to begin, so I will not detain you long with my oration. But of Wyatt Earp, the man we honor today, it can truly be said, we love him for the enemies he has made. To paraphrase from Lord Macaulay, these enemies hate Wyatt Earp, and he will deserve our love so long as he is hated by such as they. Liars, thieves, poltroons, scoundrels, such they are, and such as they are, may all who hate him be.
Come on.
I hope that you will believe that your hard and dangerous duty has been well worth while.
Thank you, sir. Better see what that shooting's about.
And now may I present this plaque.
Go on, Morg. Hop up in the wagon.
We'd rather have a new one made and send it to you in Arizona.
A new one without the bullet hole.
I'd rather have this one. I like those bullet holes. It's a special endorsement from the Bar W. Judge, thank you for everything.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Mayor Kelly,
Goodbye, Wyatt.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I go with you, please.
Later, my friend. You let me go out to Arizona and find out what it's all about first, huh? Morg? Roll 'em, Virgil.
Wait for me, Wyatt. Hold on a minute. You got another passenger. Any objections?
But, Doc, what would Arizona be like without you? Hop aboard.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Roll 'em, Virgil.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.